Hey everyone, today I decided that I'm gonna film a little bit of a different video. This might not be what everybody's here for, but I knew when I started YouTube that I had two options, and that could either be to portray myself to have a perfect life and seem like I had no flaws, or I could show the real me and be able to discuss things that I've gone through and things that I've learned and just what's made me me, I guess. And I don't know, I know that some of you are probably struggling with the same things, and I wish there was somebody there that could have helped me through everything. So I'm just hoping that that's something I can do for you guys. And over the past couple weeks, I've had a lot of messages sent to me on YouTube just asking me to film this type of video. So I thought I would do it, and this is going to be my bullying story and tips on recovering from your bullying, I guess is the best way to say it, and just to learn to love yourself for who you are and not believe those things that are said to you. So yeah, this video is gonna have very minimal editing. I'm just sitting here with no makeup, my hair's not done, and I'm in comfy clothes, and I think that's the best way to do this type of video, so I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. So to start off with my story, I'm gonna be 17 in December, and probably since grade 1, I would say about I was 6 years old, is when my bullying started. And I was bullied about my weight, I was bullied about the way I looked, I always was bullied. It didn't matter what I wore, what I said, anything like that. It happened, and it was hard at first, and it still is hard thinking back on it, but just knowing that I was able to get over some of the stuff really helps me, I guess. So going into grade 2 is when it really got bad, I would say. I met this girl who was supposed to be my best friend and ended up pretty much torturing me for the next 9 years of my life. She would tell me I was fat, she would tell me to try a diet, she would post rude things about me on Facebook, she would spread rumors at school. So when this certain person started to do these things to me, everybody else kind of got onto her side and went along and bullied me as well with her. The main thing I was bullied about was my weight. This went on until grade 9, it was, I guess, or sorry, in grade 8 is when my anxiety got really bad due to all of this and some other things. It got to the point where I wouldn't go to school, I wouldn't go outside, I wouldn't do anything. I would lay in my room and cry from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, and it was hard because there wasn't a day that I can remember from the time, like I said, like the time I was in grade 1 until the time I was probably in grade 9. There wasn't a day that I can remember where I didn't go to school and get bullied, or go to school, cry about the bullying, and come home and cry about the bullying, only to go onto MySpace or Facebook or anything like that where there wasn't something posted about me. It was hard. It really was. And thinking back on it now, it still hurts me to this day, but now I'm able to feel blessed about it, actually, because I know that it made me a better person. And those people that did that to me will honestly never have the opportunity to share their story and hopefully inspire and encourage other people like I hope to do. So through all of this, I decided that I needed to do something to stop the bullying, and I knew it couldn't go on any longer like that. So in 2012, early 2012, I decided to lose weight, and at this time I weighed about 235 pounds, and honestly that's kind of the person I had always known myself to be. I was the heavier one of everybody. I wasn't the prettiest, and I was never the one that, you know, the boys would like or anything like that, and I wanted to change that. So I decided to lose weight, and at first it was okay. I, you know, was doing it the healthy way. I just decided to cut down on some things and do a little bit more exercise. It was still hard at the time because my anxiety was still kind of bad, and I still didn't want to go out or do anything. And then things got really bad in about March. Before March break, I started to throw out my lunches, and I started to restrict. I never threw up, but I did restrict. I did a lot of exercise. I would have a meal and run up and down the stairs. I would weigh myself at least 50 times a day. And things got really bad. April 4th, I fainted at school and the paramedics were called. I also have a heart condition, so they thought it was contributed to that. But when I got to my hospital, they sent me to Sick Kids in Toronto, and the truth kind of came out there, and I said that I had been starving myself. And so that night I was diagnosed with an eating disorder, and that's something that I won't forget. After that, I went to Sick Kids twice a week, and each appointment I was down another 5 pounds. In July, I was admitted to the hospital because my heart rate was 47, and I was very malnourished. By this time, I weighed about 160 pounds, and I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. My goal was just to get out of there so I could continue to lose weight. And I got home and I did it again. I was restricting. I would starve myself. I would throw out food. And then September came of this year, well, last year now, almost a year ago, and I was readmitted to the hospital again. This time it was for 6 weeks, and I got out November 1st of 2012, so I was in from September 20th, 2012 to November 1st, and during those 6 weeks I really started to deal with the bullying, and I knew I needed to get over it, and I knew I needed to do something about it, and I knew I needed to let that past go. I didn't want it to be a part of me anymore, and this time I really wanted to get better. So I decided that I would do that, and with my 1 year approaching to that day, I was readmitted for the second time. Things have gotten so much better for me, and I can finally say that I'm starting to love myself for who I am. And I just wanted to share some tips with you guys that really helped me to get over the bullying part of it. And I will go into another video with the eating disorder, a separate video, but the bullying is really what brought that on. So I'm gonna deal with the bullying part during this video and just let you guys have some tips that really help me to get over it and be strong, I guess. So I guess my first thing I just want to say is, when you're being bullied, no matter how hard it is, don't let it get to you. That was the thing I had so much trouble with. I would let it get so into me that I would break down in front of the bullies, and that's what they want to see. They want to see you cry, they want to see you upset. That feels like that gives them strength to keep on doing it. That's what they want from you. So just try your hardest no matter what. Know that there's other people there for you that love you for who you are, and those bullies' words can't hurt you anymore because they're not true, they're lies. They feel bad about themselves, so they want to see somebody else feel bad about themselves. That's what they want. So just try as hard as you can not to show it. And I just want to say, if you ever need somebody to talk to, please, please, please message me. I won't judge you, as I know what it's like. I just want to try to help you guys, and even if this video can help one of you, that would mean the absolute world to me. But I guess the second thing I wanted to say is that you need to just try to love yourself for who you are. And I know that can be really hard, but try to look past what everybody else says. If somebody calls you fat, you're probably not. You're probably a healthy weight, and they just feel like picking out one thing that they can. If they say you're ugly, honestly, they're probably just jealous, because they probably are. And I know that sounds like weird to say, but they're gonna try to bully you for the things that they're jealous that they don't have. They're gonna pick out every single flaw that really nobody else can even notice. They're gonna pick out anything that they can just to try to make you feel bad. And I guess my other tip would just be to talk to people. Talk to people who you can trust. Talk to people who you know are gonna love you no matter what. And talk to people who have always been there for you, because they're gonna be the ones that will forever be there for you. And try to remove these certain people from your life that are bringing you down. And I know it can be hard, and just show them that you're strong. If you don't want to go to school because of the bullying, go, because if you don't go, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted the whole time, and now they won and you didn't. If you go, you're gonna be the one who won, and that's like the best thing, because honestly, then they're just gonna feel like complete idiots and everything like that. And I guess my other thing I would say is try to get involved in things that you love and things that make you happy, and get your mind off of this and stuff like that. So if you like, say you like dancing, take a dance class. If you like art, go to art class. Like, it doesn't matter what your interest is. Like, if you like YouTube videos like me, make them, because that's what I did, and honestly, it has helped me tremendously. Like, if I didn't have YouTube, I honestly don't know where I would be, because YouTube was the one thing that I would turn to throughout my bullying and throughout not wanting to go to school. It was the one thing I could do where I felt safe. I didn't feel like anybody was gonna say anything bad to me or anything like that. Those bullies, they're gonna have nobody down the line. I mean, the people that bullied me right now are in such a horrible place. And I finally feel like I've come to the place where I am so strong because of them, and I can share my story to help inspire others and help others become who they are and love themselves and everything. I love you all. You all are beautiful, and just never give up and stay strong.